for 18 years. And I read them a bunch of times, all day, all night. I read them in the morning, I read them right before I go to bed. Those are the most important times. And I read them a bunch of times through them. So set your goals. Sit down with some of these leaders. Guys, I saw a lot of silvers and a lot of golds. If you're a silver, if you're a bronze, your job is to help these people in this room who are not a bronze yet. Why? Because you know how to do it. If you went bronze, you know how to go bronze. So you need to help all these people who are not bronze yet, help them get to bronze. How many of you said you were silvers again? Raise your hand. Where's our silvers? Okay? These silvers right here, they can teach you guys how to go silver. Why? Because they've done it. Okay? Silvers, you're responsible for teaching everybody who's a bronze in this room how to get to silver. Fair enough? All right? And the golds in this room. If you're a gold can teach a silver how to go gold, yes? Because they've done it. And so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay? I get all of my advice from Tom Kazan. Why? Because I want his results. He's a pinnacle. That's where I'm going. I'm going to go to pinnacle. And guess what one of my goals is, guys, that says on this blue card? One of my goals is to help over 100 of you make over $1 million by the year 2020.
Yes.
In the next 6 years, my goal is to help over 100 people become millionaires. How many of you want to sign up? Pepe and Marie are signing up. They're like this back there. Okay? So that, I mean, guys, my goals aren't about me. My goals are about you guys. My goals are about you. Make your goal about your newest people. Okay? If we're all taking the focus off us and putting it on our newest person, what if we were breaking bronzes like this? I mean, think of it. I love what Jed Buenaluz is. How many of you know who Jed Buenaluz is? Isn't he awesome? I love him. He's one of my best friends. He's such a great guy. He has a heart like no other man. But I love him. He says a bronze a day keeps poverty away. Bronze a day keeps poverty away. I was like, I love that. Okay? If that's all we did is focus on the newest person in this room getting to bronze in their first 30 days. Guys, make that your goal. Make that your personal goal. That your newest people in the next 30 days, and I don't care how long you've been in, maybe some of you have been around for a while and you're not a bronze yet. So what? You can make a decision right now today to start the clock over. Today is the first day. What is today? February 11th?
Yeah.
So write this date down. Write down February 11th. And I want you guys to write down one big, massive goal that you want to hit. Whether it's by the end of this year or in the next 90 days, just write a goal down. I just want it to be physically written down. It's magical when you write down your goals, guys. It's magical. I don't know how it happens, but it just does. So why not do what successful people do? Okay? So that's step one, is to write down your dreams, dream big, do that dream big dreams exercise, and then break it down and figure out where do you want to be by next Thursday at midnight. I mean, next Thursday, February 20th, ends this 4-week period. Set it, if you're not bronze yet, set a goal to go bronze by next Thursday at midnight. Why? Because you can. People are going bronze in a day or two. If they can do it, so can you. Okay? So maybe that's a goal that you write down right now. I am so happy, and write it in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful now that. Okay? My goal cards, because you want to be grateful. You get more of what you're grateful for. Okay? You attract what you're grateful for. You know, so start every goal off with I am so happy and grateful now that. Okay? My goal card says I'm so happy and grateful now that I've helped over 100 people become millionaires by the year 2020. One of my other crazy goals is to be so happy and grateful now that I'm making over $1 million a month. A month. Yeah, it's getting crazy, guys. I gotta help a lot of you to do that. One of my other crazy goals is to make $1 million a month and be the highest paid female in this entire industry, in the entire world. Okay? Because I know if I'm the highest paid female in this entire industry, that means I've helped a lot of you achieve amazing goals. Okay? And that's what I want to do. Chrissy's goals, her goals are sick, man. She'll be an ambassador by convention. Speaking of convention, how many of you are registered for convention, coming to convention? Raise your hand. We got to change those numbers. Okay. How many of you are going to convention? Raise your hand. Put it out there. Just put it out there. Just say yes. Just say yes. Say, I'm going to convention. Say, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm at convention. Guys, convention is a total game changer. Okay? Convention is a total game changer. It will change your entire life. How many of you are having fun here tonight? How many of you are having a good time? How many of you are learning a little bit? Okay, take this and times it by 1,000. That's convention. Think about it, 10 to 15,000 people jacked out of their mind about this opportunity. Do you think there's going to be a little bit of energy in Las Vegas? April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Just write it down. Guys, let go of the how. Just write it down and just see what happens. When you write down goals and you let go of the how, some of you instantly start thinking, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. Okay? Time and money are never an issue. It's just a measure of value. Okay? If something's valuable enough to you, you'll come up with the money for it. How many realize that? How many realize if something's valuable enough, if something means enough to you, you'll make time for it? How many realize that? Yes? I mean, guys, we will always, it's human nature. We will, it doesn't matter what country I go to speak, we're all the same, and it's all, I have the same excuses. I was $80,000 in debt when I started in this business. Was money an issue? Yeah. I couldn't even pay my bills. I was so broke. But how many of you want that to change? Okay? So put it out there that you're going to find a way. It's in 72 days, 72 or 73 days away. Convention is. Okay? Put it out there that you're going to find a way to make it happen. And put on your goal card that you're going to be at least a bronze or whatever if you're shooting for a higher level by next Thursday at midnight. The 4-week period ends next Thursday at midnight, February 20th. Set a goal. If you're not a bronze, set a goal. How many of you are not bronze yet that want to be bronze by next Thursday? Raise your hands. Okay, leaders, look around. This is what I want you to do. If you're a leader in this room, look around at the hands. How many of you are not a bronze that want to be bronze by next Thursday? Raise your hand. Woo! Help these guys, okay? As leaders, that's your job, is to sit down with all these people. If any of these hands were up in your group, what I want you to do is grab that person and figure out a game plan to get them to bronze by next Thursday at midnight. Fair enough? Yes. Because if you can cycle one time, you can cycle many. If you can cycle once, you can cycle 5 times. If you can cycle 5 times, you can cycle 10. If you can cycle 10, you can cycle 100. If you can cycle 100, you can cycle 1,000. Okay? That's what's so great. So just start helping more and more people. Fair enough? Okay, so that's step 1. So what is step 1 that you guys are going to do? Did you guys forget already? Your goals and dreams, yes? Write down your dreams, do your goals. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is, if you haven't done this, is write your list down. Not, oh, it's in my head, not, oh, it's in my phone, okay? There's something magical about writing your contacts down. So magical that I was telling Chrissy, I was telling a lot of the people in my group in Colorado, what happened was, I saw on Facebook a friend of mine from high school a gazillion years ago. I saw him on Facebook, and I saw him with some pictures with his kids, and they were all dressed up for like prom or something like that, and they looked super sharp. And I was like, oh, Mark. I'm like, Mark Pena, I wonder what he's been up to. So I started looking at his Facebook page and stuff, looking through at his pictures, and I'm like, man, he looks good. His kids are good looking, and I was like thinking, YPR. And so, so I'm looking, and there were some positive posts. He put some positive quotes on Facebook, and I thought, man, I should reach out to him. I haven't talked to him in 20 years, but I should reach out to him and see if he's keeping his options open. Guys, what does it hurt to ask, are you keeping your options open? Could you use some extra income for your family? I ask everybody that. Hey, are you keeping your options open? Hey, could you use some extra income for your family? If they say no, nothing in my life has changed. If they say yes, and they're a Chrissy Garena, or they're Pepe and Marty, everything in your life changes. And it only takes one good person like that to just make this thing blow up. You get a couple good people on each side of your business, man, this thing is unstoppable. Okay? Imagine, what if you guys had Chrissy on one side and Pepe and Maria on the other side? Oh yeah, now you guys are awake. Oh, that's all it took. They're already in my group, sorry. But if I can find Chrissy, if I can find someone like that, so can you. Okay? So physically write your list down. Don't prejudge anybody. Don't prejudge anybody, you guys. The people, write this down, do not prejudge. The people that you think will do this business won't. They just won't. They'll tell you you're crazy, they'll tell you you're stupid. The people that you think are gonna do this business, and you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, he's gonna rock this thing. And he ends up telling you you're crazy, okay? Hey, Pablo, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. We Skype, we go way back. But I mean, you know, and the people that you think won't do this business, that you prejudge, you're like, oh, he would never do it. Oh, she would never do it. They're the first ones to do it. And who are you to decide? Who are we to decide whether it's for them or not? Write this down. Our only job is to invite people to take a look at this opportunity. That's it. Our only job is to invite people to take a look at this opportunity. At that point, if it's for, great. If not, great. Okay? That's why I say that in my invitation process when I'm talking to people. I say it all the time, hey, just come check this out. If it's for you, great. If not, great. Because I don't care. You shouldn't care. Do I want them to get in? Do I want them to be in my business? Of course. But if they don't see what I see, I'm not in the convincing business. Okay? If you've got to convince somebody to get in, you're going to have to convince them to stay in every day. If you got to convince them to get in today, you're going to have to convince them to stay in tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Don't be in the convincing business. Your job is just to invite, okay? And remember, it's an invitation, not a presentation, okay? How many of you invite a lot of people and they don't show up? Be honest, okay? This is everybody. Everybody in our whole company has this problem, okay? You invite a lot of people and they don't show up. You're saying too much, I promise you. You're saying way too much. It's typically you're either saying too much or you're saying too little. Usually you're saying too much. We've all done it. We've all done it a million times where we just fire hose the heck out of somebody. I call it Vima vomiting, okay? Where you just like barf Vima all over people. Or you jump down their throat selling them vitamins, okay? Remember, however you approach somebody, they think that's what they have to do. So if you're selling them vitamins or you're selling them energy drinks, they're going to go, I don't want to do what you do. That's not really what we do. We're all consumers. We all use the product and we all love the product. Okay? So we don't want somebody to prejudge this amazing opportunity based on sales. Because this is a relationship building business. You know, it's always the people that are so good with people that are scared of sales. The two things I hear the most from a new person, the first one is, I'm just not salesy. How many of you have heard people say that before? I'm just not salesy. Okay? The second thing I hear the most is, I just don't want my friends and family to think I'm just trying to make money off them. How many of you have heard that one? Okay? Doesn't matter where I go, guys. Doesn't matter what country. Doesn't matter what language. Those are the two things we hear the most. I'm not salesy, and I just don't want my family to think I'm trying to make money off them. Well, then don't cram vitamins down their throat. Don't cram energy drinks down their throat. Don't cram shakes down their throat. Because if you're cramming these products down their throat, you're being salesy, and you're just making money off them. You're not even offering them an opportunity to do this business. So I'm going to give you guys 4 very simple phrases. Okay? This is the 4 phrases that we use to invite people to take a look at the opportunity. Because the only thing that creates momentum, guys, is enrollments. If you guys are not enrolling people, there's no momentum. And if there's no momentum, then it's going backwards. Okay? My business has done it a million times in the last 18 years. We get it going, and we have all this momentum, and then we take our foot off the brake, and we kind of smooth sail, and then it starts to go backwards. Okay? So you got to stay in phase 1, recruiting every day, talking to new people every day, even if it's just 2 new people a day. Okay? My mentor said talk to 10 a day and you'll make 6 figures in this business. So that's what I did. I didn't make a science project out of it. I just talked to 10 people a day. I would write on my day planner every day, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd talk to 1 and I'd mark off 10. I'd be like 9 more, 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1, woo! And then I'd party. I'd do a little happy dance. Okay? But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I would play games like that with myself. Why? Because I was my own boss. I had to do something to be disciplined to do the things to get to my goal. If your goal is diamond, if your goal is to be in a free BMW or Mercedes or whatever in the next 90 days, how many think you're probably going to have to talk to a lot of people to make that happen? Yes? Yeah. And help your people do the same. And your people will do what you do. I mean, if you're not in phase 1 and you're in phase 500 and you're managing your team, guess what your people are going to do? They're going to do exactly what you're doing. Okay? I brought in 3 brand new people this week and 3 brand new people last week. After 18 years of doing this, I'm still enrolling. I'm still enrolling new people. Why? Because I want to be in the trenches. I want to know what the people in the field are dealing with. And the only way I can teach this is by doing it. And that's where we want to get you guys. We need you guys up on this stage teaching. Okay, so as you're listening tonight, do me a favor, especially those of you that really want to be leaders in this business. If you want to be a leader and you want to be a brother, I mean, I see it in you. I mean, some of you, man, I see the fire in your eyes. I can feel the energy. I know that you're going to be up on this stage and you're going to be killing it. There's faces in here where I'm like, I see your face. I see it. I feel it. You know, we need you guys up here, guys. So as you're sitting here tonight, don't listen to Chrissy and I as students. Of course, we're always students, but listen to us as like a teacher's apprentice. Okay? As you listen to us, it's not listen to what we say, but also listen to how we say it. The quicker you can do what we do, the faster this place is just going to blow up. You guys could turn this room of a couple hundred people into a couple thousand in the next 90 days. You guys totally can. And guess what? They'll all be in your group. How awesome is that when there's thousands of people in a meeting like this, and you look around and you're like, oh man, that whole section's my group. That's a good day. Yeah? It's awesome. I know that feeling. I love that feeling, man. It's the best feeling in the world. When we go to convention, our team is crazy. I mean, we take over the whole entire right side of the room, like from looking at the stage. We take over the whole right side of the room, and it's like our whole team, and it's just, I just got chills just now. Just got goosebumps, because we just like all get on the same side, and we just go crazy, and we're up on the chairs, and we're screaming, we're yelling, we're cheering for each other. We go nuts, man. If they say anyone's name in our team, we go freaking bananas. They know we're in the house, man. And that's what you guys got to do here, man. Be there for each other, support each other, get fired up, man. You know? I mean, when you guys come to convention, because you're all coming, so when you come to convention in Vegas, you're going to see, guys, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. It'll take your belief in this through the roof. Through the roof, okay? So back to your list. So when you write your list down, you're going to write down, just kind of jot down next to each name why you thought of them. Okay? Because that's going to help with these 4 phrases that I'm going to give you. Okay, so write down these 4 phrases. The reason for my call is, that's the first one. The reason for my call. Just be straight up. Right when you call them, especially if you haven't talked to them in a while, just be straight up. Hey, the reason for my call is I started a business on the side that I'm really excited about. Okay? The second phrase is, I thought of you because. That's where you're going to fill in the blank, and you're gonna tell them, just speak from the heart. I thought of you because you're a single mom and you have 2 kids, and I know you need some extra money. I think this would really help you. I thought of you because you're a college student, and I know all of us college students are totally broke, and it'd be nice to have some extra money. I thought of you because you were saying the other day you want a BMW. Well, I can show you how to get one for free. I thought of you because you're in your 50s and you're trying to save up money for retirement. I'd love to help you do that. I thought of you because, and then fill in the blank, and just speak from the heart. If you just open your heart and say exactly what you're feeling, it's magical. You don't have to be salesy. I'm giving you these 4 scripts so that you can just speak from the heart and kind of fill it in and get good at kind of having like a little bit of what to say so you don't say too much. Okay? Because if you say too much, then they have no reason to come to a meeting. Or they have no reason to get on the phone with Pepe and Marie or any of these leaders. If you say too much, then they feel like they already know everything, and they're like, I'm not interested. Okay? So, the reason for my call is, and if you're part-time, the best thing to say is, hey, the reason for my call is I started a business on the side that I'm really excited about. And if you're excited, you got to let your face in on it. Okay? Did you guys get that? All right, that was funny. Okay, never mind. All right, so the reason for my call is I thought of you because, and then just say, look, if it's for you, great. If not, great. Okay? If it's for you, great. If not, great. And then the fourth phrase is, would you be willing? And you're going to fill in an action step for them to take. Would you be willing to sit down with Pepe and Maya over a cup of coffee? Would you be willing to get on Skype, with Pablo? Would you be willing to, sit down and find out more about this? Would you be willing to watch a quick little 2 or 3 minute video? Would you be willing to come to this meeting on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock? Okay? That's it. So, the reason for my call is I thought of you because if it's for you, great. If not, great. And would you be willing to? Okay? So if I'm talking to Chrissy and she's straight out of college and I call her up, we've been friends forever, I call her up and I'd be like, hey Chris, what's up? Well, let's role play. Hey Chris, what's up?
How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, you know what? The reason I'm calling is I started a business on the side. I'm really, really excited about it. And I thought of you because you were just saying you just got out of college and you don't have a job yet and you're really looking for a way to make some money. And obviously with you being an athlete, you're already into health and nutrition. I think you'd be freaking awesome at this. Would you be willing to come down on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock and check it out?
Oh, awesome. What is it?
Well, you know what? I'm brand new. I can't explain it. But if you just come down and get you some information, take 30 minutes or so, check it out. If it's for you, great. If not, great.
I do need to make extra money.
All right. Well, so I can count on you to be there at Tuesday night at 7 o'clock?
Sure, yes.
Sweet. Can you guys do that?
Yeah.
So remember, guys, it's an invitation, not a presentation. What would you guys have said when she goes, well, what is it? If they ask you, well, what is it? Hey, I'm new. I'd love to explain it to you, but I'm brand new. I'm just so fired up. Just come. That's why I want you to come check it out. I'm brand new. I wish I could answer your questions, but I'm just really fired up. I'm excited. I'm shooting for getting into a free BMW in the next 90 days. I just want you to see what I see because I'm really excited. And if it's for you, great. If not, great. If it's for you, great. If not, great. If it's for you, cool. If not, and I even tell my friends, look, if you come and check it out and it's not for you, I'll never bring it up again. Because then they're like, all right, I'll go just to get you off my back. I mean, I've literally had friends that are my top money earners today. Diane Ryan, she was my hairdresser. And every single time there was a meeting, I'd invite her to the meeting, and she was busy. And I'd invite her to the meeting, and I'd invite her the next time, and she was too busy. And then I'd invite her to the next meeting, and she was too busy. And finally, I think she just said yes, so I would shut up. So, I was persistent, man. Persistence beats resistance. So I just kept asking. I'm like, until you tell me no, I'm going to keep asking. And people, their names stay on my list until they say yes. Because no just means not yet. I don't scribble their name out or anything. If they say no, no just means not yet. Chrissy told me no. She goes, at least I changed my mind. As people do, they change their mind. As long as you don't quit, all the people that told you no, they'll come around. They'll come around. Another one of our best friends, I would drag her to I would drag her to so many meetings, and it wasn't for her at all. I just wanted her to be a warm body in the seat because I felt stupid not having enough people there. So she'd be like, all right, I'll go to another meeting. And I don't want to do it, but I'll go. So she would go, our friend Steph, and 14 years later, we've been best friends for 18 years now. And it took her 14 years to finally say, okay, I think I want to do BEMA with you. Best friend, 14 years. What if I would have quit at year 7? What if I would have quit in the first year? What if I would have quit in the first 90 days? The only way to fail is to quit. It's the only way to fail. Okay, I want to wrap things up here. So listen. So your dreams and your goals, your list. You got the invitation process, right? The 4 phrases. Remember, guys, you're not doing a presentation. If they start to back you into a corner asking too many questions, just say, dude, get off my back. I'm brand new. If I could still be new today, I would. Because it was so easy. I was a body dragger, you guys. I put so many people in the seats. They said the more butts you put in these seats at a meeting like this, the more money you make. Pepe and Muddy, is that true or what? The more butts you put in the seats, the more money you make. Chrissy, is that true? Yeah. The more butts you put in the seats at meetings like this, imagine if you had 10 more people here. How many wish you had 10 more people here tonight? Yeah. How many wish you would have worked a little bit harder?